Why does this have a fire stick? Hold on. Hey, good news. The Naveed can either go full auto or burst.
Yeah.
That's a little goofy.
En attente. En attente d'ordre. En attente d'ordre. J'attends. En attente. En attente d'ordre. Prêt. J'attends les ordres.
Avancez de 100 mètres sur la droite.
Perfect.
Three. Rearm.
What channel's the long range?
Dipcom.
Okay, cool.
Channel 1.
Yep. Yeah, everything's should be set up.
Yeah, I can test it with you. Give me a second.
Radio check.
There we go.
Nobody here.
Copy.
Try number 2.
Now try
Hello.
Mara.
Radio check.
Limit.
I just had to open TeamSpeak and it pulled me in this time.
Hey.
Yeah, I would strongly recommend sending them to different ears if you haven't already saw, just because it helps you filter the different radios.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, the op is ready for you guys.
Copy.
Oh wait, fuck. I actually pay attention to meetings now. Damn it.
Guys, give me your power back. Thank you. Got there. Yeah.
Whisper bullet.
So quiet, I couldn't hear it over the sound of the crack.
What?
Exactly.
A little bit too much crack going on.
What's I've been streaming when you hit the silent bullets?
Huh?
It's not too late for a reenactment.
I don't feel forced. It was a nice moment.
Don't worry, these are shouting bullets. How can we get out of here?
Right at the
Homicide. Your Honor, I bombed that orphanage because it was funny.
I did it for the fun.
Holy shit. What the fuck's doing? I should tell him over there.
Alright, don't care grenades and true ups for some reason.
I don't either.
I don't want to kill you, Scuff.
That's not me.
Well, you're the one behind the door, ready to die.
Now, guys, is behind the door.
So, what? He's not even behind the door, he's in the other room.
Fuck, I've been had.
Why can't I turn my flashlight when it's middle of the day? This is bullshit.
Because you've got to save the power. It's solar powered anyway, and it's probably dead.
So, not official briefing, because I'll brief the rest of the unit once we're close to the time, but I just want to get feedback from team leads and Reho and Scuff and stuff. Basically, plan is to insert, I think probably night, as you said there, man. And then we insert relatively far away from the objective at the rescue aid workers marker along MSR west and the east. Basically have Rehoa standing by for extracting the HVTs and theoretically helping people when they go down medically. Let's say if shit hits the fan, basically coming in to LZ Genghis at the closest, and if that's too hot, LZ Troy. Then meanwhile, early in the op, we'll basically get I2 to insert to the east at I2 FOB. Basically move through the bush, the heavy foliage cover, to bush rally 1, then 2, then the recon point, and basically get as much intel as they possibly can for Rehoa and Myro. Meanwhile, Myro will insert at Myro FOB to the north, then meet up at rally 1, then 2, and then sneak through to the assault point if possible, and basically then do a very coordinated strike on the construction site and taking out hostiles and rescuing the aid workers with minimal casualties. The rest of the unit will then ball out along the Rally 2, Rally 1 Myro FOB point if it's too heavy, and if it's light enough that we can get helicopter extract, move to LZ Troy and move back to base. And then Rehoa, if they've already extracted by the aid workers by then, can come back to us in combat, and if not, they will basically follow along with the main unit. Thoughts, concerns, better ideas?
So it's going to be me running along that entire half side of the map by myself.
Myro?
Yes.
So if you're only got one player?
Yep.
They seem to be very low numbers.
I mean, people did put they're gonna come, but
Well, I'll come with you. I'll be part of the main assault group then.
okay.
And then
Made assault 2 people.
yeah.
I wouldn't expect it.
I guess Jonah, what are your plans today?
My brother and Chris just got here.
Do you want to join a main assault because Myro doesn't have enough people?
I mean, with the amount that we have, why don't we just do one large assault?
I guess because I want to specialize people a bit more, but what we could do is potentially recast Rehoa for the recon role, and then Myro and I2 we can ball together as the assault, and just have I2's component of Myro be the main forward element, reconnoitering for us in the rear. How does that sound?
I'm fine with anything.
How deep?
Once we pick up the hostages, where we're supposed to throw them at.
I would assume base. Sword?
Yeah.
Back to FOB rapier.
Will be what?
Rapier. Rapier.
How late in the night do you want this?
I mean, look at his uniform.
How late in the night do you want this?
The way you
Maybe,
12.
yeah, like midnight, like darkest night, I guess.
12:04.
0 dark 04 and 35 seconds.
I would retask you to ground recon, Rio, but I'm also like concerned with like not using the air assault component of you, like the kind of like in that mentality, like you discussed.
Then also we need to
Oh fuck!
extract the hostages as quickly as possible. So us going on Luke's gonna just delay that.
Yeah, I worry that like if we leave them in the air too long, we get counter assaulted or they have reinforcements. I don't want us to have like valuable HVTs like in that area.
In the crossfire area.
Yeah. So I'd rather you guys just like re-secure the zone, you guys bull in, take them, go, and then come back for us when we're like, I guess defending the point or like extracting.
Yeah.
If all goes well, it could be a large component of just like moving in stealthily, taking people out, and then a rapid extraction. So I think to facilitate that, we should maybe get to the fobs, like some ground vehicles, and then also have, if sailors here, we'll have a helo on standby for the rest of the unit. So basically, if not though, we could have basically scuff running multiple things if possible, but if there's too much air, like anti-air, or enemy, like gunships, we can ball out on like land transports.
Rebels do not have gunships.
Copy that, good to know.
Alright. They're enough the cool rebels.
So we can expect to maybe have a bit of a advantage in terms of air power.
Yeah. The only thing they'll have is numbers of infantry, and maybe a technical or two.
Interesting. Okay. Well, light anti-tank should be fine then. Stuff like your RPG saw.
Yeah.
I mean, how technicals? Just machine guns should be fun.
I mean, I'm sure the GL will also work, but I grabbed it just in case.
I'd advise everyone to grab IR strobes just to avoid his friendly fire as much as possible.
Do I have? No, I don't have any in this. Okay.
Some additional details. There are 8 foreign aid workers who need to be rescued in total. And it is close to enemy lines, so odds are the longer you hang there, the more chance you'll attract the attention of South Lombakka or CSAT.
Copy. So yeah, we want to try and be quick in and quick out, and very like as stealthy as possible leading up to it. Yeah, you know what? I'll keep the organization the way it is, even though it's 2 men. I'll just have you, Deadman, and DEFCON, and whoever else turns up as our recon team.
Alright.
I feel like with your bush Wookiee vibe, that's probably the best way to utilize you. And then Rehoa, while they are the special forces component, I want them to be rapid in the helo and mobile for responding to.
If there's 8 hostages,
Changing
we're
into-
probably gonna need the bigger helicopter, but not sure if we have one on the field or not.
We should.
Because
If we
that little
can't-
bird's not gonna be able to
Yeah.
carry them.
If we can't necessarily get
I'll
them
go
all
double
out,
check.
if we can't get them all out on the Hummingbird, what we could do potentially is
I
stage land vehicles at an extract point for you to bring them to, and then you guys exfil on Hummingbird.
I did order in the hunters just in case, so you know they
Okay.
don't get fucking shot as we're driving away.
They're not a bad choice. Slightly more armored than a off-road.
Yeah. That was my thinking. I wasn't aware that would be flying them out, so I figured fuck it, just put in a request.
He's got nice bit of thermals on him.
Okay, so could we maybe...
And just kit it out for stealth.
We could also collapse back to a position and then have 2 runs. Basically defend the remaining HVTs while the first wave gets like extracted.
How many can the pod hold? Let's go.
If they don't have a strong air component, I think using helos is probably our quickest options. So yeah, if the pod or the Tyro bench or the Tyro transport pod, we should be able to take all 8, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Probably
ball
go
him
with
with
the
the
pod,
FPS.
just so they at least have a little bit of one and won't get dipped at.
Yeah, good idea.
Just be careful of how close you fly.
Alright, I might move LZ Troy to the northeast side of that green bush line, if that makes sense.
Let's go put the Taro in the pod ready.
Yeah, we'll say LZ Genghis is primary insert for Rio if it's not too hot. It's pretty close though, but we'll do that after, like, obviously we've already initiated contact, so stealth will no longer be effective. And then LZ
I
Troy
can't
is up.
remove it. There's no transport pod for the TRU.
Just want to put one there.
But
And
those
then,
are
yeah.
so strong.
Oh no, I was just waiting for them to finish their radio transmit. And then the primary
Only ones I see on
point
the
will be LZ
airfield
Troy.
are rearm, repair, refuel, and cargo.
Okay, stand by.
Let me just redo this with color coding, I think.
Okay, so Dozer,
Yeah.
we need the transport pod on the list. It's not on there.
What? Why? It was working the other day.
Shrug.
Oh, are you checking all the categories? Because some of them are in object, some of them are in blue 4.
Alright, I'll check blue 4 real quick.
Blue 4, I think, is the vehicle ones that have slots, and then the objects is the ones for, like, that are inanimate.
Oh.
They might be under helicopters.
It's not.
Alright, I'll deal with it. Oh damn it, this was working the other day. I tested it.
Can I petition
Really?
for a bigger shed?
God damn it. Oh, here they are. They're under objects, under helicopters.
Object.
Like, objects
Oh.
can't even correspond to
Okay,
helicopters.
yeah,
I don't
yep.
know why they're there, just because they got slots, they get sorted differently than the normal pods. High comments found them, Scott. Yeah, okay, so we can color code these stages of the blend.
Thank you, Akam.
Fuck you, Highcom.
Oof.
And now he knows.
There's them that need to be told and them that do not.
The fuck
found the
around
fuck
quotient is
out.
very high.
So, Sor, what did we learn?
I learned that it's very dark out there.
Indeed. It is 12 o'clock.
Right,
Okay,
near the
okay,
temple.
thoughts on plan. Stage 1 is red. basically moving to FOBs and standby points, and then infiltrating to getting close to the assault point and recon points. Rehua stand by and obviously just try and avoid getting too close with, trying to remain in stealth as long as possible. Once Myro and I2 have initiated contact and shit goes hot, for better or worse, basically your stage will be to move into LZ Genghis if possible, or using initiative for whatever LZ is safe, and then getting an ASAP and extracting the aid workers, and eliminating any hostiles with impunity, and if you have the capability to help with anyone that's down in the initial assault, that'd be great too, but I'm not going to try and overtax you. Your primary goal is to get the HVTs out. Then stage blue will be the extraction of everyone if possible at LZ Troy. If LZ Troy is compromised or can't get out by Hilo, LZ Troy will then break and move into a different position for land transport, which will be stored at, I think, Myro FOB. Really good position. So I'll mark that contingency pan as yellow.
This entire AO is on the
Pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, we can expect maybe reinforcements on ground by MSR East or MSR West. It's the same road, I'm just marking it a bit easier to contact. But also, they probably have off-road capability, so don't expect the south to necessarily be safe either. I mean, we don't even really know if the north is safe, so we're going to have to go in with an element of... That's kind of why I want the ground teams reconnoitering first. So I'd hate for Rehua to fly over and get shot down by some sort of AA position or something nasty.
Right.
But I will have you guys as a quick assault kind of response thing to extract those aid workers.
Yep.
If we can get eyes on without alerting the enemy to our presence, we might be able to identify the aid workers and the hostiles and have Rehua basically be able to land as we're initiating contact, basically sync it all up. That's the ideal world. But just, prepare for it not to be synced perfectly if we can't get that situation happening. But that's the idea.
Gotcha.
Jonah, I will get you to basically coordinate with maybe Sailor, if Sailor's here, to try and get some sort of land vehicle backup plan going at Myro, FOB. And if there is an AA component, maybe getting that there as well, just in case CSAT responds with anything heavy. Like a gunship or a Hilo or something. So no, I think we've got a NIPS AA and a NIPS radar today.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go over that more detail in briefing so everyone's abreast of the plan once we get closer to the time. 8 minutes or so.
Oh, what?
Abreast of the plan.
Thank you.
Those are like Briss?
Not exactly news.
I don't know, I always assumed you were gay.
3, rearm.
Oh, he's a New Zealander.
Same thing really.
Exactly.
Yeah, obviously, ROE for the top is I guess trying to avoid capping the 8 confirmed IDAT workers. But I'm going to say everything else in the AO is considered hostile if they have a gun.
Are they working or are they kidnapped?
I think they're being taken hostage, is that correct, Lord?
Yeah, they're being held for ransom.
Ah, got it.
Then maybe
Lobo's arm is pretty fucky, by the way.
Lobo's armor.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's in the chat.
okay. Let me just see if it's a problem I can help with. Does anyone have any major problem with my plan? Any major concerns? Any things to call out that seem dumb?
Nope. Oh, wait, so can I take some medical supplies since we don't really have a medic?
Yep, I will also be stand up. I will basically be rolling with you on the ground in that initial assault team. So
Okay.
I will.
I guess I'll leave it to you.
And I can take some extra stuff.
Yeah. I'll grab a
Ryu, how copy?
surgery kit, whatever the fuck it's called.
I'm not copying. I couldn't grab a radio. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Is your acre on? In your options? Yeah, like is it enabled?
Testing again. Arena Ryu.
Let's see.
I hear you, Greg.
Yeah, Jitters Acre plugin.
Anybody hear me? I'm right.
Nope.
Yeah, I heard you too.
That's on Dipcom, guys.
Is it?
It might have been. I was not at my computer, Chad.
I'm DEFCON.
There he is.
Like it's not even in my inventory, and I can't access it in
Jonah.
or anything.
What do you sorry, Jitter?
If we don't have Sailor, are you comfortable
My
being
radio.
secondary pilot? Doing
Yeah.
logistics stuff? And
I don't know why. I thought it was like
Yeah.
loading in the arsenal. That's
I
fine.
like doing my own.
There should be one in the arsenal if you want to grab that.
Yeah, and it's
I'll
just
get you to
radio,
basically
right?
insert I2 and Myro then,
Or is it like a specific
It's
brand?
a ANTRT 1.
and then you can
Ah,
go back
tight.
to
I don't see
transport
that in
vehicles
the,
tomorrow if that works for you. Yeah, probably drop off I2 first in the southeast, just so we can get the recon team going
It's under
first,
radios or whatever.
and then you can move over to the Myro fob to
I thought it was
Do we have
under
drop off us.
plus
Car,
symbol.
or do we have 2 air vehicles?
That might be
We
wrong.
should have hummingbirds at least,
Yeah, it's under the plus symbol.
plural.
Perfect. Okay, which one of these am I taking?
It is the 152.
Thank
Yep.
you. I'm gonna have to drop some bandages.
Want some more radio check for him?
Good copy. Oh, that was over DEFCON.
Was it? What the hell?
Yeah, are you changing the channel to 7? I think it is, guys.
No, I'm not. I haven't messed with it at all.
I think that's the thing you need to be
By
on.
default, it goes to DEFCON.
Yeah, by default it goes to channel 1. You wanna change that to channel I think 7 for real, right now.
That was Ryu.
Let's try this now.
Oh wait, actually also
There we go.
before.
Thank you, guys.
Did it now.
Limit.
Yeah, good copy.
Hey.
I'm gonna join up off you too, by the way, Saul, wherever you are.
I'm in the back.
Does any one of us have a long range?
The 152 should
I'll
go.
grab one.
The 152 should go up to 6 clicks, so it's still usable. It's just gonna be shorter.
What's it? It's cringe.
With how small this AO is, I'll just try this. What did he say? What did you say, Greg?
I said, what's it? It's cringe. And I guess I'll keep it a short range check. I can actually bring some more medical supplies this time.
Oh, I do actually have a flashlight.
No, this is a bunch of.
Alright, 2 minutes till we start having our official briefing.
Oh, change my sights.
Hey, Green, you should grab the Night Stalker.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I just did.
The best scope for nighttime operations.
That is great for nighttime. Also because I realized I had my standard scope on, which has no nighttime capabilities. That would have been a mistake.
POV or the long glass. Pain. Is that a motherfucking flashlight?
Yeah. Better believe it. And no, I did not put a silencer on it.
I don't think the silencer works for this. I think it's just a weird bit of code that got overlooked by Arma.
You're silencing 357? Yeah, good luck.
Well, you see, it's a 9mm silencer. We can strap on these that don't appear and don't work.
Incredible.
It's because it's silenced.
Yeah.
God, I love the Rhino. Stupid little
This is
revolver.
a dumb gun. Well, you know, I'm only bringing this gun for drip. If after a while I'm gonna save my life, I'm gonna die.
If I'm gonna have to rely on to save my life, I'm gonna use it to end my life.
Jonah, why are you in the black uniform?
Jonah, why are you black?
Because I wanted.
Do you want to change back out into something else, please?
Yeah, I better be fucking pilot now.
Alrighty.
For anyone who's not aware, the black uniform is just for Rehua. It's a little perk in the elite squad.
Yeah, we're cool.
Meanwhile,
Well, you
in
guys are cool.
Mediterranean, salt flaps are completely visible.
Yeah, we're cool.
Alright, briefing. So, actually, let me make sure everyone's around. Yeah, I think everyone's here. Jonah can probably hear me over there. But anyway, you guys have been contracted to rescue some foreign aid workers. The IDEP sent here to help construct a new town. They were getting help from the local populace. However, some opportunists saw an opportunity and went over and fucked shit up. They killed pretty much all of the civilians there and are holding the aid workers hostage for a sizable ransom. IDEP, instead of paying the ransom, has hired TRU to rescue them because they don't feel that they're going to honor any ransom.
Alright.
Will be taking place near the front line, so bear in mind the longer you stay, the higher the chance you'll attract the Senate and North Lombakka attention. And if you go too far south, you might be facing some early, because odds are they will have some patrols near their lines.
Copy.
Any questions?
And confirm there's 8 aid workers, right?
Yes, there are 8 aid workers.
And rebel composition is likely things like technicals, but no severe air support. And
No, it's
quantity of troops, but low quality.
It's just rebels.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be AIDS workers?
Huh?
Nothing.
Alright. If you guys missed the plan earlier, I'll just go over it again using the revisions, because I don't think we've got Sailor tonight, unless I'm wrong.
No, I messaged him on Snapchat and the useless fuck still hasn't seen it. I'm
Alright.
assuming he's asleep.
So, plan is, stage 1 of the plan is the red lines. Basically, Jonah will insert I2 to the I2 fob, and then swing back to the Myro fob to drop us off. Basically, I2 will proceed along Bush Rally 1, Bush Rally 2, and then to the recon point, and get as much intel as they possibly can, while remaining stealth. Basically, so that we can conduct a rapid assault and extraction with the elements of Myro and Rehua. Rehua will meanwhile follow their line and sort of loiter and get ready for a rapid insertion. If they notice anything from the air that's valuable intel, that would also be useful. That sounds a little bit boring, so yeah, sorry if that's not initially super exciting, but I want you guys basically ready to go at a moment's notice. Then Myro's component, we will progress you along to Rally 1, Rally 2, then the assault point, also trying to remain in stealth. And then once we've got intel from the Bush Wookiees and Rehua, we will basically try and take the aid workers alive. by eliminating all hostiles in the construction site area. Then from like when that assault initiates, all three elements will push in: Myro, Aitu, and Rehua, which will land at hopefully LZ Genghis. Although I'm going to let Scuff use your initiative. You can use your initiative for whatever's safest or whatever works best for you guys, but as close as possible, basically. From there, Rehua's primary goal is to make sure the aid workers are medically sound and extract them, either immediately onto a hummingbird, half of them, and we can take the rest, or moving them all to LZ Troy for
taking them out on
a pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, progress to LZ Troy if you can. Rest of the element will basically hold there as a delaying action until the aid workers are secured. Then we will also progress to LZ Troy. If by that point it's too hot for a helo extraction, the rest of the elements, so Myro and Aitu, will progress back along Rally 1, Rally 2, and regroup at the Myro FOB for extraction by land or, a further back helicopter extract. But I basically want Myro FOB to have options by the time we get back. So either, land vehicles or a helicopter on standby. So I'll leave that up to you, Jonah. Any questions, comments, concerns? I will say we're pretty light on the bodies today, so everyone needs to, try their best to, specialize in their duties. But yeah, obviously we can all work together and link up and become one kind of bold force if it goes really sour. Again, priority is getting out the aid workers, so if shit hits the fan and the plan doesn't go exactly as planned, a good course of action is grab a body and run. But do not try and do that unless it's clear that we can't have the main team doing that. If Rehua can basically if something goes horribly wrong with you guys. But we'll leave that for my discretion later on in the op. Obviously IR strobes, IR lasers, try and keep lasers off the target zone till we're ready to go loud. I don't think the AI can see them, but just in case. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go then. So yeah, Rehua, feel free to get up in the air ASAP, and then Myro and Aitu link up in Jonah's bird for insert. I will obviously be on DEPCOM. And Myro. Saw you have squad command, but I'll just be in your element as medic and ground command.
Cool.
I can't wait for this to go horribly wrong because my plan's dumb.
That's a pretty well thought
Okay, I'll
out
do what I
plan.
do best and improvise.
Come out. Make sure as well switch to whisper on Acre once you're ready. So we're proceeding to I2 CFOB first now.
Too close. That one. You're in reasonable distance, so that's right here. Yeah, that'll be fine there.
Alright, I did that. Leading to the Mara point. Sorry, you were saying?
I was just making up a backup spawn here, and then we're gonna move out.
Copy that, good call. Reha, you guys may want to land and do the same, just as a backup. I don't know if it'll be a great respawn, but just in case. Jonah, once we're down, if you want to potentially bring back vehicles here, that would be great. Let me know if you have any questions later or need any help with anything.
Where is...
Mara has landed, we're just building a respawn.
We did encounter some light, I don't know if that was AA shooting at us or just the sounds of the front line, so I will say that getting helos over the AA might be pretty dangerous. Could not confirm if the shots were coming for us.
Rahua also saw some of that to the south off in the distance. Didn't see any tracers going into the sky, so it's probably ground-to-ground combat.
Copy that. Good intel. I'll leave that at your discretion, Reha. It's like, if you guys want to insert to that far south, or if you want to set an alternative LZ then. "50 seconds till Myra respawn done." Line should go all the way in.
Of course, feel free to call me a jackass if we get absolutely mollywopped here.
Have you guys moved out from spawn?
Yeah, we're nearly reaching Rally 1.
Copy that. We're about 500 meters from our first rally.
Roger that.
DIR.
Remember folks, we don't necessarily need to rush this one. It's better for us to take our time with it and then have a rapid assault and extract rather than, you know, bungle it and get some poor little aid workers murdered.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Slowly stop.
Testing.
Grey face, because Lolly is tormenting me with the testing, 1, 2, 3 sound clip.
So that's Ambient, but you're hearing slight gunfire to our west, far off.
Myra is 150 meters out from our first rally.
ITU, we just heard very faint gunfire to our west, southwest.
Copy that. I2, once you guys get into position, if you guys could just start marking stuff for us as well on the map.
That's the plan. I'm just going to search every one of those buildings as best I can, mark which one the civilians are in.
Copy that, thank you.
We'll just be able to make a beeline straight for every one of them. Finally in the red.
We have reached Rally 1. Cool, just checking.
It is about halfway towards Rally 2 now.
Copy that. Reho, have you guys taken any fire at all in the bid?
Negative, Rahua is waiting about 150 meters south of standby mark.
Cool, copy that.
Gunfire we heard is just ambient battle.
This is my first time doing like a more kind of involved plan, so I would like feedback from team leads and team members and stuff after the op in terms of like the actual plan side of things, because I feel like I've got a lot to learn in that sphere.
Respawn.
Myro is about 500 meters from Rally 2. Just over really.
It is Rally 2, we're gonna build a new respawn just so we've got one.
Copy that, it'd probably be good to get further, yeah, like closer respawns for everyone. We'll do the same.
I2 is out, rally 2, and we're building a new spawn.
Copy that, we're 400 meters from us. Myro is just passing LZ Troy now. So far no contact on thermals. Once you guys have your second respawn down I2, I just try and just like be as careful as possible to avoid all patrol. Wait, second. Living captain of patrol. Myro has run into patrol on our route. We're heading towards LZ Troy to avoid them.
I do set up our second respawn, and then we're just gonna also avoid every patrol we can. Alright, to respawn, we're moving out.
Yeah, we had a patrol of maybe 3 on our path. Trying to get eyes on them again now.
Goddamn, was the range fucking ridiculous? Yeah, that's probably fair right there. Boys over here doing.
Stocked up on like antibiotics and some other shit, just to keep from having to go to the VA as much.
The patrol we encountered is a lot more than 3-foot mobiles, but we got around them safely.
Radio.
That's exactly when the call comes in for us to get in the bird.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one step away, just take off my headset and turn away, and it's gonna happen.
And Chopper, what are you?
We basically got around at the time. We're building our second respawn now.
We've reached our recon point. We're gonna start searching.
That was on my net.
I2, we've reached our recon point. We're gonna start searching.
Copy that. Sorry about the downtime, Rehoa. Maybe just keep an eye on the recon that Ace is doing, sort of going from there.
good here. We're just trying to keep track of you guys and shooting the shit.
Copy that.
Guys on one civilian. So far, just marked him as IDAP 1.
Cool.
From what we're seeing, there's definitely a heavy enemy presence in the two buildings. From the construction site to the building around them.
Oh, damn man, watch out.
It's in at least one rocket, but nothing else so far.
God. Dead man, no. Dead man. Oh no, he's got his AirPods in. Dead man, no. Oh my god.
We've encountered pretty heavy patrols in our sector. We'll definitely have to fight them off once we go loud.
This is that patrol, I'm near.
Y'all two are playing a very dangerous game right now. I love it.
Is that at you guys?
Just heard gunfire, but we haven't taken any.
We heard fire. I'm concerned that was us taking fire.
Doesn't look like
Do
the
you have a direction?
been...
Yep, yeah, it's us taking fire.
Yeah, it's Myra. They're shooting at us.
Suppression!
Just start engaging from here then.
Basically continue your recon if they haven't seen you guys, and Rehoa, once you're ready to assault I2 and Rehoa, you guys basically work together. We'll try and get there when we can.
Just let us know when Rio is ready to move out then, and we'll start knocking out as many people as we can.
Who's ready to move when you are?
I'm gonna try and have a quick sweep at the other side, just get a different angle, and then we'll be ready for you to move in.
It looks like there's a clearing north of your recon point. Is that clear enough for us to land the TRU?
Your actual LZ is the biggest clearing you've got, and it's the best, gonna be the better one for the southeast side, where we're sneaking around.
Copy. We're click and a half out. We'll let you know when we're at 500.
Hey, patrol has been taken care of.
Yeah, I think we basically took out that patrol, so we're moving forward. Other hostiles don't look alerted, so we might not have necessarily cooked the goose.
We're unable to actually see any of the other hostages without getting closer, so we're just gonna hold off and get ready to start taking out people.
Copy that. Reho, you might have to breach buildings then in order to... Oh yeah, we've got eyes on the building compound now. It looks pretty heavy fortified, as you said.
Who is 500 meters out now?
Copy that. Basically, once you guys touch down and things go hot, I think all teams should be able to proceed.
Andrew, is that your lasers on the road?
Tomorrow.
Joe hasn't used any of our lasers.
Yeah, Mara has some lasers on the road.
We do have contacts in the south somewhere and more in the city.
Cover that. I think all teams are good to proceed in once you touch down.
Suppression! Okay, suppression!
Maro is basically on the MSR east point, just bandaging.
Working on you.
Yep. Fire on it.
Good.
How's everyone done?
Pretty well right now.
Rehu had some contacts we've dealt with. Moving in now.
Yeah, we're also moving in.
He's about to start breaching the main construction site. Another day older and deeper into...
Fucking Devin popping off.
roads we might be able to steal?
Visual northwest.
Sous le feu!
Green's down. Copy.
Sous le feu!
Is that bird's pulling up you guys?
That's right, I'm moving the bird closer for extract.
Copy.
Pulse.
On se fait tirer dessus! Sous le feu!
Oh.
I see.
Hey, what the fuck
Ow.
is that?
Problem, tower disappeared. I found the tower. Armo decided to flee the tower for no reason at all at this building and took down on somebody.
Ow.
Hey, Mara's gonna need some, medical assistance.
DEFCON.
Okay, can you call DEFCON over here?
An unconscious person, I'm not sure if it's actual dead body or what.
This is DTL Dozier back on net.
Oh, right.
I know that's combat at the moment, whenever I'm free, can I get a sense check? Sorry on it.
Quebec jitter.
Hey.
Cool.
Said that they're starting to shoot the civilian, so
Oh.
I'm gonna
Okay.
start rolling in hard.
Yep.
HICOM, any chance we can get a replacement for the TRU that got armored into the building?
Real quick, out of curiosity, where did you land it earlier?
About 50 meters east of the compound on the south side of the road.
Gotcha.
2 KIA civilians in here.
Can we check if there's enemies inside of the rubble that are shooting out of it?
Scratch that, I think it's just one IDEP that's been killed in this building. The rest of the bodies are insurgents. Got one. Live IDEP worker here.
Since the fucking TRU's down, I'll make my way into Hummingbird.
TRU's been replaced. This armor decided
No,
to be armor.
no transmission on that.
Ah, sorry. Thought I said that.
Moving my alive IDEP lead back to the off-roads on the northeast side. Ready for you boys, River?
TRU is just outside of LZ Genghis, about 20 meters to the northwest.
Sorry, 20 meters northwest of LZ Genghis.
Paper.
I'll bring the captain over there. Well, the liberated captain. Have we rescued anyone else yet? My current count is 1 rescued, 1 dead. 6 to go. loaded my gun in the turret pod. Anyone hear me on comms?
I can.
Confirmé.
HICOM, to confirm the body props and not the aid workers, right?
Correct.
Second one behind you, Scott.
There's a truck coming inbound.
Alright people, let's try and check these buildings, make sure we've got as many IDEP workers as we can and then it's full out. Although I've only got counted for 2 so far. Keep an eye out for any further intel. Got another live one. Live ones. Got 2 live ones in this building down to the southwest.
Yeah, how...
We are proceeding with 2 IDEP workers to the helo. IDEP workers personally. 3 live, 1 dead.
Copy.
Can't say for the other guys what they've accounted for, but that's what I've seen personally.
One in the collapse building.
Live or dead?
I'm bringing him now.
Is there 5 total count?
The second one here as well, he's alive.
Over there, on route. Confirm, leave body props, we'll just take IDEP, like, just confirm if you find any dead IDEP workers, they're pretty distinctive.
This is assault. Guess it's no assault. This is high com to ground.
Ground, send it.
Be advised, we have confirmed reports of CSAT coming to investigate.
Alright, copy that.
Do one for now.
Wrong net, but basically we've got CSAT forces potentially coming in, so I would advise maybe pulling out with what we've got so far and leaving. See a Scuff and Reho if you guys want to extract the current prisoners and come back for us. Other teams, Myro and I2, get ready to steal those civilian vehicles to the north of the compound if we need to pull out quickly. I'll move some vehicles around ready to leave.
So we could just grab an out and bucket, because I can hear the
Oh shit, okay. Alright. I want to confirm that we've got her on there. Fuck. Or at least as many as we can.
a quick final search to any buildings.
Who's going to take the people in the helicopter out? We're going to pick up and extract everyone else.
Alright, we'll meet you at the LZ Troy then. Alright, all elements, very quick final search. Look out in civilian vehicles to LZ Troy.
Why not? Myro there's the vehicles you told me to bring over there.
Yeah, alright. Let's all meet up at Myro.
I2, we're commandeering a truck and we're just gonna book it to the LZ.
Yeah, we have also.
Over there. Proceed past LZ Troy and meet up with Myro Bob.
Do that.
Idzie.
Friendly's coming into the fob in a little IDEP Wrangler.
Did we ever find those last two that were unaccounted for?
I think one was dead on roof. And then the last one we didn't account.
So 5 extracted, 2 dead, 1 unaccounted.
I think that's final count, yeah, unless I'm wrong.
See a sec up there.
Jonah, where are you at the fob? Are you at the exact marker or around it?
In the sky above it.
D. Oh yeah, I see. We were the land vehicles?
I believe a squad took one.
Okay, was there any one?
I also brought up the Bobcat and the AA, like you asked.
Oh, thank you. I wonder if we try and extract that back then. Where is that? I don't see it.
Hang on.
I found it. It's just to the east of Myra. Alright, all elements. Is everyone accounted for? Is everyone safe and sound?
All don't talk at once.
Rahu and 5 extracts are accounted for.
Was it just the one next, Jenna?
Yeah, just one. The other one's just a radar, so I didn't figure bring it up.
Alright, copy that. So yeah, Deadman, if you want to take the next back and I'll take the Bobcat back. Alright everyone, I think that's an extract. Let's head back to base. Just repeat in case people didn't hear me, we're all extracting back to base with as many TRU vehicles as we can.
Anyone left without a vehicle?
I think everyone's good. We can always use the civilian stolen vehicles too.
Wait, are these camo jeeps ours?
No. If they're just a standard like woodland scheme, they're stolen.
Okay, cool. Just double checking. Yeah, I think that's everything.
See the logo on the side of theirs, or on the bonnet.
I completely forgot about that. Cool. Yeah, that's everything.
Hello.
Hello.
What'd it do?
Not a whole lot. Just vibing on the way back home.
Cool.
How did that go for you?
Oh, for the most part, alright.
I do have some feedback about the bodies.
Okay.
Basically with those crop bodies, I know they're trying, like, you're trying to make it more cinematic and stuff, and like, I think normally that would be fun, but in a mission we were trying to confirm civilians and civilian casualties. It made it really hard to tell what was like legit and what was just a prop.
I mean, to be fair, the goal was to rescue, not identify dead or alive.
Yeah, but you know how realistic that is. Like everyone being alive is, yeah, I don't know. Best case scenario, I will put it.
Yeah, I'll probably explain in detail when we get to that point on the debrief.
Yeah, I'll still say, like, I don't think putting prop bodies down in a mission where there's other civilians who need to look after is going to be a good idea. It's very hard to tell, like, is this a wounded IDET worker or is this just some body? And, like, I know the difference, because, like, obviously I'm social and stuff, but, like, other players don't know, so they were a little confused for a while. People were trying to rescue the body props. Wasting valuable time to search for actually alive IDET people. That's all I'll say. That's just like my only bit of feedback about body props, and it's a very particular case. Like normally it's fine, but it's like doing other missions.
Yeah, like I said, I'll explain in detail when we get there.
All right.
Bring it up, bring out your cut. Oh, asshole, the dozer are playing. What do you do?
You know how much it's gonna cost to get that retired?
How come do you need us to put the civilian somewhere in particular, or just back at base?
Put them outside the base. Outside our hut.
Yeah, I'm just moving them outside our.
I don't know, I kinda want the man in the orange shirt to die immediately. That's a terrible comb over. Understandable.
I'm to the northeast, back at the debrief hut.
Hey, it's that Jonah guy.
Possible. I thought it was
No,
dead.
we had a little boo-boo when we're coming back.
I stood here the entire time. I never moved.
Jeter, why are you still bleeding?
But there was a
They
incident.
probably got fucked up on the road because they're about as even as someone's scoliosis.
Yeah, no fucking
Hey.
kidding.
I had to do a 40-second stitch on Deadman
I feel
because of
attacked
that
there,
road.
Unai.
Oh, stop having a fucked up back, idiot.
Alright, is that everyone back?
Yes.
Cool.
Alright, can I get a proper lineup real quick?
Yeah, everyone gather in your normal semicircle / lineup.
Alright. Well, you were able to extract a partial amount of the IDEP workers. They might be upset that you weren't able to get everyone, but they're glad that at least some survived. So the contract will be a partial success. And yeah, you were able to get out in time before the CSAT scout party got more reinforcements. Yeah,
Nice.
that's it.
Nice work, everyone. Obviously the first mission back, me trying to do more of a cohesive, like more of a sort of pre-made plan based on what I learned with like Monkey's unit. If you like that style, that's great. If you didn't like it, I'd like to know kind of why, so we can like work on future missions. But I think everyone did really well considering the tactical scenario. But yeah, we'll go. I don't know which way I went last time. Does anyone remember? Left or right? Right or left?
I think we went left or right last time.
Okay, let's do right to left then. I am aware of some people not getting utilized heavily, so speaking of which, Jonah, I apologize firstly for not having a lot for you to do. Yeah. Is that all your feedback?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Saw.
Yeah, I mean, I think it went pretty well. First time being team lead, and I was the only one who died, so I guess that's good. Yeah.
Alright. Jitta?
I had fun. It's very different than the 143rd in my experience. We're a much smaller element, but yeah, it's good times.
Alright. Scuff.
Understandable.
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you. Guys?
Very good up.
Alright. Uno?
I could not find my baby boy.
Who was your baby boy?
The missing IDAP civilian.
Oh.
I'm not sure if he's missing due to the mission structure or missing because Arma ate our helicopter and blew up the building I was in.
Maybe a little category A, a little category B.
Yeah. But overall,
Alright.
I had a good time.
I'm glad. Brother Green?
I had fun.
Alright. Who's behind there? Is it Defcon? Defcon.
Only real thing, similarly, I think I probably had 2 of the civilians, but one of them might have gone into the underworld after that building collapsed on me. So, slightly sad.
Yeah, I'll
But
talk
otherwise,
about
good
that
times.
afterwards. Alright. Deadman?
I had fun. I kind of like being given a recon role and just being able to actually sneak around the forest. And
Cool.
also me and Defcon spending a part of our time trying to figure out who was McTavish and who was Price.
Alright. I have a couple of notes. Basically, one, I think everyone does really well considering the quantity. We were on pretty thin. You know, we've got Reho not at full strength. We've got, no other pilot apart from, like Jonah obviously filling in for Sailor, but Sailor not here. We've got both teams to basically 2 people, with me jumping in tomorrow. So I think considering the quantity, we did really well on a relatively difficult mission. Second note, armoring helicopter is really annoying. That's a shame, because I think otherwise we probably would have been able to clear that building without necessarily killing civilians, which I don't think is our fault. I think it's just armor being a bit cringe. So maybe next time we just be a bit more careful where we put our helicopter, but that's my fault. I designated that LZ. So maybe we'll just put it back a little bit further, so if the helo does armor again, it won't fuck up civilians. Third, I think maybe it's probably worth Rehoa having a team lead with a long range. So I think maybe talk amongst yourselves about designating someone as a ground lead. Up to you guys. If none of you want to do it, that's fine. I'll think I'll think about what to do next if that's the case. But if one of you feel like doing it, then that's great. Other than that, I don't really have any other notes. Good work. I enjoyed it. If you have any feedback from my mission planning style, I'd like to know, because that's like the first time trying to be a bit more detailed, and I don't know. It might have been pigeonholing people too much, or I don't know if you guys enjoyed it or not. Yeah, sounded like everyone had a good op, so I'm glad. Yeah, that's it. Lolly.
All right. For the most part, everything went smooth on mission maker side and whatnot. The only uphill battle was the potholes on the roads and shit. I had to adjust the reinforcements routes and shit like that so they won't go into the space program or just die or just not move at all.
Yeah, we noticed that walking in, some of the roads were fucking terrible.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? When I zoomed in on one of the guys driving in. The CSET scout party had to change his route like 4 times. Even then, he only barely made it over. Fucking. So some feedback I was giving, because I was hitching a ride with Dozer on the way here about bodies and shit. So I didn't think it was a problem because, IDAP would be wearing IDAP, so if you saw dead people on the ground, you'd probably recognize it as being props and whatnot, rather than, is this IDAP? So I don't know if the rest of you had any problems with that, but that was my justification for having some of the bodies being just there and shit like that.
I can't speak for others, but for me, I thought they got placed there after the building blew up. It's like, the IDAP guys got injured. Gotta save them. It's like, oh god, you gotta save the
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
noticed
thought
them
the same
after
thing.
the building collapsed on me, Unai, and Defcon apparently.
The problem
So-
was the guys that were alive and standing up, you can see the IDEP logo on their polo shirts, but the guys that were face down with just like a blood splatter on a white t-shirt, it was kind of hard to tell if they were generic civilians or meant to be the people we were looking for. And they weren't dead technically, so it was like,
And also, I'm not sure how many people were in that vision, but everyone becomes green.
Yeah.
As for under the rubble, at least there was one IDAP guy, and I brought him up, and I think Deadman found him. Or no, it was Green, I think. But yeah, there was a guy under
the ones there.
Huh?
I found 2 of the ones there. One that was in the building when we were doing a quick final check, and the one that I ran past when I was bringing the first one.
Yeah, some were legitimately killed by crossfire.
yeah, I'll say 5 out of 8 is pretty good considering we launched a helicopter into a building. So I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Funnily enough, all the IDEP guys survived that.
That's good. Yeah, I guess we could probably use more of these kind of missions to get our groove for like being careful around like sensitive civilians. Because that is like a whole nother skill set, is like watching fire, being careful, communicating, recon. Like this is one of the first missions we've had with that kind of challenge being like ramped up. So I don't begrudge. I think everyone did a really good job considering we haven't done a lot of this.
Yeah, in the future, depending on the scenario, I might make it clear that, hey, these are dead props, not actual guys you need to rescue and shit.
Yeah. Even if it's something a little bit gamey, like attaching chem lights to the ones that are like meant to be rescued or something. Like
I was
some
gonna,
way for us
I was gonna
to-
do things like blood splatters and shit.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So something that just might like separate the difference between like life or death for us.
Yeah.
I did vaguely remember the part of the briefing that mentioned that there had been people shot around the place. So when I did first see them, I did sort of try and double check with some people. I don't know if my message went through at the time. I was trying to just like double check if they were IDAP or if they were just civilians who had been killed.
Yeah, I did think I passed it on to a few people around me at the time. That was like, I'm pretty sure it's just a prop body, but yeah, at the same time, it's like questioning what is and what isn't. It's just like
I
an
think the
extra
main
element.
thing with the bodies being mistaken for IDAP was very much everyone in panic mode after seeing the helicopter become a ballista against a fucking building.
Yeah, well done, everyone. Despite that, considering thinness, Jonah, I'm worried I didn't have enough for you to do, and in that case, probably just like finding some way to like incorporate you back into the main force. I don't know. If you weren't bored, great, but I don't know. I felt like I didn't really do much with like my logistics officer.
3, rearm.
I went back and forth to the base 6 times since I didn't have anything fly those vehicles over, so that's pretty much my up.
Yeah, and that's not to me. That's not super exciting. So that's more me like misusing you. So yeah, in future, like I'll try and find ways to like have you doing more that's like frontline if it's quiet in terms of logistics needed.
I mean, yeah, that's what I've been doing for previous ops.
Yeah, so I think like as well, like with the quantity of players, we pretty much like yeah. I think we didn't have as much logistical strain because we didn't have as many people going down or needing gear. So it's weird that like with a smaller team, you tend to not need logistics as much. Strangely,
I mean,
But
we
yeah.
weren't also in a pitch battle. We were in a quick
Yeah.
smash and grab.
exactly. We got out before the CSAT heaviness. So yeah, good job. Hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously suggestions channel and DM me as well if you have any ideas or feedback. And I look forward